Hello, everybody. Welcome to our educational event for the week with my web designer, Teresa Schlup. Teresa, welcome.
Thank you so much. I love being back here again.
I know, I love our lives. We used to do them more often, I feel like, and somehow
Mhm.
I'm missing them. But this was a funny topic, and we'll start by explaining to everyone that I didn't know what UX meant. And I had posted this description, UX design, and figured Teresa will let us know. But thankfully, you let me know before. So explain a little bit about this new buzz letters, UX, new buzzword. What does it mean?
It's a new buzzword, and it's going in the lines of what I've been kind of predicting for a long time, in the sense of marketing becoming more of a relationship building thing rather than a hype and get in your face kind of sales aspect. And it's creating a user experience. And of course, when new things become popular, we have to create these obnoxious buzzwords and things like that, like UX design. Like, what does that mean? Like, even me, I was like, what does that mean? Because I'm a more normal language kind of person.
Yeah.
But really, it's a powerful one, and it's one that you're going to be seeing more often. And it's a phrase that is really starting to pop up, and for SEO purposes was a benefit to use, because marketing is going in the sense of building an experience, building relationships, building an audience. It's not about the sense of I now have 20 million followers. It's the sense of I have really good followers who listen to me, who hang on to my every word, who want to work with me at some point, or are ready to take the plunge now. And that's what you want to build if you want a business, to me, in my sense, that's sustainable when it comes to your website, is
I
creating an
love that.
experience that builds a solid audience. It may be a small group, but if it's a small group ready to spend versus a large group who is just sees you as noise, which way do you want to go?
I actually really like the way you just described it because when you're talking, I literally get ideas of things I can do on my website when you're talking. The user experience, as opposed to this is what I want to tell you. And then this is what I want to tell you. And then this is what I want to tell you. It's kind of like, what is the client doing when they first get there? Are they enthralled? Are they clicking? Are they interested? That is really a nuanced distinguishing factor that I feel like is so hard to achieve. How do you achieve it?
So you really got to get yourself in the mindset of your client, because that client journey experience, and we talk about the client journey once they sign the contract and give you the money. We talk about the client journey, but we don't realize that that client journey began the moment they came in contact with you.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
that very well could be on the website. And so you really want to get into that mindset of who your audience is. Who is your audience? And understanding their preferences, their behaviors, their pain points, really knowing them personally. And part of that comes from having a passion for what it is that you do.
Yes.
And when you've got that passion, then you can utilize that to really start building an avatar that is more than just, well, Sally is, a service-based entrepreneur who wants a new website. That's general. That's not a client avatar. That is
Right.
fluff.
I mean, even like, you know what? Here, I'm an interior designer. Look at all the pretty things I do. But what is the client perceiving when they get to your website? Are they going, wow? And are they going, oh my God, that looks exciting. Let me go there. And that looks informative. So I should go there. Like, you want to entice them and I'm almost feeling like fun is the word that's coming to my mind in a way.
You do well, and fun, and it may be you need to, again, what kind of experience do you want to create? If you want to be highly professional, if you're in a situation of a professional agency that is not a person out there, then you want to think about that. But if you're like a business coach, you're making one-on-one connections with me. Even though I'm moving in an agency direction, I'm still very much the center and core of my business. I want my clients to feel like they are sitting down with a friend, having a cup of coffee, and talking, having a really good, powerful conversation about moving forward in their business and their life. And so that's what I really focus on trying to create in that. So that's why you really want to know what your client is thinking and doing, their pain points. And this is one of the requests we had in the group this weekend, was more on utilizing AI technology. So if you go to my blog post, I have an exercise in the blog post that you can do. You don't need to give me your email. You don't need to sign up. Just go do the exercise. And it's going to help you with utilizing the AI technology for research purposes and really getting to know who your client is, asking some probing questions by starting off and saying, this is who I am and my target market and what I'm doing. And I want to give you some background because I'm going to ask you some questions in a moment, and then start asking those questions from that premise. And so the exercise is going to walk you through all of that in the blog post this month. So
I love that. I have to tell you, I've been teaching ChatGPT in all of my Profit Insider groups to my one-on-one clients to the extent that it's research. I like it for the same reason that you like it, for research purposes.
it is incredible research. And honestly, next month, I already have our next month topic ready to go. And I used you as an example in my research in ChatGPT. So I've got some more exercises this summer coming to everybody to help them utilize in that ChatGPT to really elevate their brand, do their research, and get into the meat of what it is that they want to say that feels and fuels the passion within them. So
it's amazing. Well, I will tell you also, it's a sneak peek into the future, but Nancy GPT is coming out soon. Where it's going to feed from my videos and you'll be able to ask questions. So when I think about putting that possibly on the website as a user experience that could make people very happy, right? How do you create that UX, user experience, for your clients? What can you do, right? And I know we know mutually a lot of interior designers who do fun things on their website. They do quizzes, they do here's a music playlist, or here's fragrances that you might like based on, like,
right.
it's
Right.
exciting how many things you can do if you want to get custom and creative, but you can also do a really fabulous user experience with a website template as well by putting the correct words, great pictures, the buttons in the right place, right?
The buttons, the images, things that are going to appeal to your client, like having images that really connect with that ideal client, that displays what they're dreaming about, that helps them envision what it is you were going to help them accomplish. All of those things. And again, it's that experience. How easy is it to navigate the website? How easy is it to understand? So that's the next point, is simplify. This is not a place to be ridiculously clever, because the more clever we try to be, the more complicated we become. Get
Yes.
to the point and simplify and be really clear. I will help you do this. Like, it's okay to be direct and clear. You want to utilize language that they understand, but you also want to get to the point and be direct. Don't, like, I remember going to a business conference one time and the speaker was like, I love it when people come to me and I say, what do you do? And they say, well, I create a wonderful experience for women who are looking to up level their life. And, da, 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 da. And then she's like, okay, so what do you do?
Yes.
Like, what do you do?
I do the same thing in my coaching. You're drilling it down, drill it down, drill it down.
Simplify and get to the point. That user experience, I should be able to land on your website and know exactly who you are and what you do and how you can make my life better. I should get a feeling for your personality to some degree, because that's part of that user experience. I should be able to easily go and click on a link to get started with you. And when I click on that link, I should be guided through a process to connect with you, not stumble through what do I click next.
Yes.
So that's the other thing, is really, really get into that experience. And I have been saying this for years. When I would talk about doing your own website audit, I would say, think about the user experience, think about the customer experience. Go do your website, pretend you're a client, go to a coffee shop and grab an iPad, something that's different than when you're normally looking at your site, and go through the process you want your clients to go through. Does it feel easy? Does it feel comfortable? Does it feel, pleasurable, and a positive memory created from that experience? And if the answer is no, you're losing potential clients.
And I like the word memorable, because I think it matters. If someone goes off my website or your website and is thinking about something they read there or something they saw there, or maybe I should get on their calendar, maybe I shouldn't, whatever they're thinking, you became memorable because something you put on that website caught their attention and connected with them. And I want you to, if you can repeat the sentence, if you can duplicate it, I can never duplicate my past sentences, but you said something so important. When you get clever,
It becomes complicated.
when you get clever, it becomes complicated. And that, words like bestoke and like words that people might have to look up in a dictionary, don't use
Don't
them.
use it.
And there's a book called Bezos. I don't have it on my desk, but I started to read it. I didn't finish it yet. And it's obviously about Jeff Bezos. And his management leadership style was short sentences, clear and concise, direct. And he teaches his leadership. They basically teach everyone how to do this because it's important. People lose interest fast when you talk too much and you don't stay on topic, right? And the same thing happens with your website.
Absolutely. They're going to lose attention maybe even quicker, because on the website, they have to work for that information. They have to read it and engage with it. They don't just have to sit there and let it be delivered to them verbally. So
Right.
if you're getting super clever, or you're pouring your heart and soul from every moment of your life into this, if you're, really going into the weeds about everything and not thinking about what it feels like to be on the other end of that website, you're probably losing connection with some really amazing clients. And the thing of it is we all have clients out there waiting to connect with us. They don't know it's us, but we all have clients waiting for exactly what we have to offer. And if we're making it difficult for them, they may not ever find us.
No, and I think that's really important. And I think everyone needs to hear that. Your website is important. It is not you know, I'll get to it when I get to it. It could be losing you business, or it could be gaining you business if it's done right. So having the website is like having a business card, and then obviously you have to drive traffic to it, which is a whole different subject. That's more about marketing. But when they get there, let's make it memorable.
Make it memorable. And it's more than a business card. I mean, like when you go to a networking event and you're handing out your business cards to everyone, and you go home and you have a pocket full of business cards, who do you remember? The ones who actually made a connection with you before handing that business card, or the ones that were just handing out their cards? You know what I'm saying? And so you want to think about it in that sense. The website, make it memorable, make it comfortable, let them know that you are there for them, that you're there to create an incredible user experience from the very beginning. And the memorable piece, I want to go back because you said something, you love that aspect of memorable. Here's the thing. There are going to be times that people click on and connect with us and they're not ready to say go. But when you create this really powerful, positive, memorable experience, they're more likely to come back when they're ready to say go. They're going to say, oh, right, Nancy had, I really appreciated Nancy took time to connect with me, or I really appreciated how Nancy followed up with me, or how, and it could be automated systems. I mean, depending on your robustness of your business, I really appreciated that experience I had with Nancy. I'm ready to invest in coaching. She is the one for me. And they're not going to look anywhere else. They're going to seek you out because you gave them that memorable experience.
So I agree with you. And I am thinking what's coming to ideas come to, me, you've worked with me for long enough. Ideas come to my head when people are talking. And I'm thinking, wouldn't it be great if when they're leaving, you say you have and we hate pop-ups, but something that says, don't forget to bookmark this page. So when you need me, you know where to find me. It's a new idea.
Totally appropriate for certain audiences. It's not a bad idea by any means. It's definitely something that you could utilize on an exit strategy, that it has to say, hey, don't forget to bookmark.
And don't forget to bookmark so you know where to find me when you need me. Yeah, that kind of something. So anyway, all right. I love this topic, making your website a more memorable experience to show your brand properly. Did we miss any of your tidbits?
No, I don't think so, but I would encourage everybody to check out the blog. Get out there, take a look at the blog, and really think about it. And again, if you're not sure if your website is creating that powerful experience, take your laptop or your phone or whatever and go to a coffee shop, go someplace where you don't work. Put yourself in that mindset of who your client is and use the website like a client would. And I tell you what, so many people do not do this. And I have said this for years. I've been in technology for 25 plus years. And I've always said, how is the user experience? How is the user experience? And so oftentimes we don't, in the world of technology, we think it just takes care of things. And that is where mediocrity comes in and where we lose business.
Yes, agree. Okay.
So.
I love it. All right, everyone, go check out the blog to think about your own user experience from your website. I love your idea of going to another room. I swear to God, change your shoes and make yourself a client in your head. But you could also ask a client who you got close to by working in their home, because this designers are what we do, or what I do. You also do other people's websites. And ask the client, could you do me a favor and check out my new website and tell me, make some suggestions to me, like that you could do that. Either before you undergo a new website or after you've done it, to get the feedback whether you've nailed it or not. Right. And
absolutely. Ask legit, like probing questions, like how easy was it to understand what I do? You know, how easy was it to schedule with me? When you scheduled with me, what did the experience feel like? What did you feel after you clicked confirm?
Yes.
You know, what, you know, ask them some really good probing questions to get, you know, to get to the point of how you want people to feel.
Yeah, I love it.
And then tweak and adjust and test and I mean, we're always changing, we're always shifting. I'm always improving my own processes. You know, I would say I review processes constantly. They're on an annual cycle thing, but I'm constantly reviewing, like, how can I make this better?
Yes.
You know, or if I have a situation that doesn't flow well with a client, okay, how could I have made this better? What can I do? What can I do to make that experience more? Always be thinking about that.
I think people who think a lot of things are a destination. Well, my pricing model is a destination. My website, set. But guess what? In 6 months, you're going to possibly redo all those things again, right? Or tweak them and make them. It's a living and breathing thing. Your business, your website, your processes, everything.
Well, and it's funny, an idea just popped in my head. I have seen people literally spend 6 months trying to come up with the perfect logo and 2 minutes focusing on the user experience of their website.
Oh my God.
Flip-flop that and your business is going to be soaring, no matter how ugly your logo might be.
Listen, it's fun to do a logo. It's not fun to do the other stuff. So everybody goes to the fun stuff to try to avoid doing the stuff that is no fun, right? We know that.
The logo doesn't bring you business.
It doesn't bring you business. It's true. It's true. All right, everyone, go have a great week. Check out Teresa's blog. Go to Teresa's website, Web Designs by Teresa, to check out all her free content, her great blog content, and think about your user experience for your website. And if it's seeming like it's not quite cutting it, get in touch with Teresa and she can help you out. So thanks, Teresa.
All right. Bye,
everyone. See you soon. Bye, everyone.